Most AI UI tools still break the moment you try to use them in a real product workflow. You generate something that looks decent for a screenshot, but once you actually try to hand it off to a team, everything falls apart. The components are disconnected, the layouts don't match your design system, the responsiveness is messy, and you end up rebuilding half the UI manually inside Figma anyway. And honestly, that's been my biggest issue with tools like Claude Design or Google Stitch. They're great for fast mockups, but most of the time, they generate what people are starting to call AI slop. UX Pilot is trying to solve that differently with their Nodey AI agent. Instead of generating UI in some separate browser app and forcing you to export everything back into Figma, Nodey actually works directly inside Figma itself. And more importantly, it can pull from your real design system and your actual components instead of hallucinating random UI from scratch every time. So in this video, I'm gonna test the full workflow end to end. We're gonna start with a real PRD, generate an entire multi-screen product flow directly inside Figma, sync it to an actual design system, iterate on specific sections without breaking the layout, and then export the whole thing into code-ready front-end structure. All right, with that out of the way, let's start from the PRD and see if this thing actually holds up in a real workflow. I'm starting here inside Figma with basically a completely blank workspace. And over here, I've got a PRD for a SaaS user management platform. Nothing fancy, just a pretty normal product requirements document with dashboard requirements, user roles, analytics, all the usual stuff you'd expect in a real product. And normally, this is where things start getting slow. Either you hand this over to a designer and wait, or if you're the developer or something, you end up hacking together a front end that technically works, but looks completely inconsistent by the time the product grows. So instead, I'm going to use UX Pilot's Nodey agent directly inside Figma and see how far we can get from just the PRD alone. First thing I'm going to do is launch the plugin. You can see Nodey opens right here on the canvas instead of kicking me into some external browser workflow. That sounds like a small thing, but honestly, this is one of the biggest differences compared to a lot of AI UI tools right now, because your entire workflow stays inside the actual design environment your team already uses. Now I'm just gonna paste in part of the PRD directly into the prompt box. This one describes a multi-tenant SaaS dashboard with analytics widgets, user permission management, audit logs, onboarding states, and responsive layouts for desktop and mobile. And instead of asking it for one isolated screen, I'm gonna tell Nodey to generate the actual product flow. So let's run that. Okay, now watch this. You can see it's not just generating a single landing page mockup. It's mapping out multiple connected screens at the same time. We've got the analytics dashboard here, onboarding flow over here, settings pages, user management tables, empty states, modal flows, all generated directly onto the canvas in one pass. And honestly, this is where the autoflow system starts making more sense, because the AI is thinking in terms of product structure, not just isolated images. Another thing I want to point out is that these are native Figma layers, not flattened screenshots. So I can already move things around, inspect the structure, go through the auto layout settings, and actually work with this like a real design file instead of rebuilding everything manually afterward. And the important part is, I still haven't left Figma once during this whole process. Now at this point, most developers are probably thinking the same thing. Okay, cool, it generated a UI, but if I hand this to an actual product team, they're gonna hate me because none of these are our real components. And honestly, that's usually where AI UI tools completely fall apart. Because generating pretty layouts is easy now. The hard part is generating something maintainable. If the buttons, inputs, spacing rules, and typography don't match the actual system your company uses, then somebody still has to manually rebuild everything later, which basically defeats the point. So this is where UX Pilot's Simple Sync system comes in. Over here, I've got an actual UI kit open with the company's real design system. We've got the official buttons, form fields, cards, navigation patterns, typography styles, all the reusable stuff the product team already works with every day. Inside Nodey, I'm going to click Use Components. This part is actually important because Nodey isn't just taking visual inspiration from the UI kit. It's reading the real component structure and mapping those components into its generation workflow. All right, sync is done. Now I'm gonna tell Nodey to apply this design system to the product flow we generated earlier. And this is the part where things get interesting. You can immediately see the whole interface starts shifting toward the actual company styling, and the product suddenly feels like it belongs to the same ecosystem. But the really important part is happening over here in the layers panel. These aren't fake copies. These are linked component instances pulled directly from the synchronized design system. So to prove that, let me change something in the master component. Everything updates automatically. That right there is the difference between an AI mockup generator and something that actually fits into a real product workflow. because now the generated UI is maintainable. If the design system evolves later, the AI-generated screens evolve with it instead of becoming disconnected design debt sitting in some abandoned Figma page. And honestly, this is probably the first time I've used an AI UI tool where it actually feels like the system understands that product design is infrastructure, not just image generation. Now, obviously, the first generation is never perfect, and that's fine. Real product design is iterative anyway. If you look closely at what we just generated, you can see what I mean. The design system sync did most of the heavy lifting, but there are still spots where things feel off. Some cards have inconsistent padding here, for example. Nothing broken, just the polished work that always shows up after a first pass. And this is usually where AI tools fall apart. You want to clean up one section, the whole workflow becomes destructive. You regenerate the screen, lose the layout you liked, and spend 20 minutes recovering what you already had. So let's see how Nodey handles iteration. I select a section directly on the canvas and give it a follow-up. Like this, just basically asking it to align the styles better. Now take a look. Only that section updated. The navigation doesn't break, the rest of the page stays untouched, and because this is still using synced components, everything pulls from the design system automatically instead of getting hallucinated from scratch. This feels a lot closer to collaborating with a junior designer than prompting a generic image generator. You're not starting over every time. You're nudging specific areas into shape the way you would in a real design review. Same workflow handles bigger structural changes. If the team wants this user table as a Kanban board instead, I select it and prompt, convert this into a Kanban board with draggable status columns. Only that section changes, and the cards and status indicators inherit the design system styling automatically. One last thing, token efficiency. Most AI tools burn through tokens because every change regenerates huge chunks of UI, which is usually when you hit some hidden rate limit mid-session. UX Pilot reuses components and updates specific sections, so you get predictable screen-based credits instead. 420 a month on the standard plan, around 70 high-fidelity screens. Much more practical than your AI tool telling you to come back in 5 hours mid-sprint. Alright, so now we've got a pretty solid multi-screen product flow inside Figma. The layouts are consistent, the components are connected to the real design system, and the flow itself is actually maintainable. But at the end of the day, design files alone don't ship products. Eventually, this still has to move into front-end code. And honestly, this is usually where the handoff process becomes painful again. So I'll show you what UX Pilot does here. First, go to the Export to UX Pilot section here, pick your page, and then press Export Screen to Web. Next, go to UX Pilot, and then select the page, click on this 3 dots, click Export, we'll do HTML, and then Export. And then there you go, HTML file ready to go. You'll still want to clean things up, connect APIs, organize components properly, and integrate it into your actual application architecture. But as a starting point, this gets you surprisingly far. Especially for founders, indie hackers, or small product teams, this kind of workflow can compress a huge amount of early-stage product iteration. You go from PRD to structured UI to editable design system-based screens to code-ready front-end foundations without constantly bouncing between disconnected tools. So after testing this workflow end-to-end, I think the biggest thing UX Pilot gets right is that it understands AI UI generation alone is not enough anymore. The hard part is building interfaces that actually fit into real product workflows without creating a bunch of cleanup work later. And that's really where Nodey feels different. It's not another separate AI tool you add somewhere off to the side. It works directly inside Figma, uses your actual components, and lets you iterate on real product flows without constantly rebuilding things from scratch. If you want to try it yourself, you can check out UX Pilot AI using the link in the description. They've got a free plan so you can test the workflow out yourself, and honestly, I'd recommend trying it with one of your own PRDs or existing design systems because that's where the difference becomes really obvious. They're also already being used by teams at companies like Amazon, Spotify, Samsung, and Apple, which honestly makes sense once you see how focused the workflow is around maintainability and speed. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.